In the waning months of World War II, a young American soldier named Corporal James Bennett found himself trudging through the dense forests of rural France with his unit. Their mission was to scout ahead, ensuring the path was clear of enemy forces for the main contingent following behind. The night was pitch black, the moon obscured by thick clouds, making their progress slow and treacherous. As they navigated through the forest, James noticed a faint glow on the horizon. Intrigued and cautious, he signaled his unit to halt. The glow was unlike anything he had seen before. It was an eerie, unnatural green that seemed to pulse gently in the darkness. The men whispered among themselves, some suggesting it was the Northern Lights, misplaced in this part of the world, while others joked about ghost stories of the old country. But James felt a chill down his spine that told him this was neither. Compelled by duty and curiosity, the unit decided to investigate. As they approached, the source of the green glow became apparent. It was a small village, seemingly bathed in an otherworldly light. The sight was mesmerizing, yet deeply unsettling. The village appeared deserted, with no sign of life or the usual sounds of night. It was as if the green glow had swallowed the very essence of the place. James and his unit cautiously entered the village, their weapons drawn, expecting to encounter German soldiers using some new form of warfare. But what they found was far more baffling. The streets were empty, the houses silent. In the village square, they stumbled upon a scene that would haunt their dreams for years. Hovering above the ground was a strange, metallic object, shaped like no aircraft known to man. It emitted the green glow they had seen from afar, casting an eerie light on the surrounding buildings. The soldiers stood frozen, staring at the object in disbelief, when suddenly, a panel on its side began to open, revealing beings of a nature no human had seen before. These beings were tall, with slender bodies and large black eyes that seemed to absorb the light around them. They moved gracefully, as if unaffected by the gravity of Earth, and communicated through a series of clicks and whirs that sent shivers down the soldiers' spines. It was clear to James and his unit that they were not in the midst of a human conflict, but an invasion of an entirely different kind. The aliens did not seem hostile, at least not initially. They observed the soldiers with what could only be described as curiosity. But as more of them emerged from the spacecraft, the atmosphere grew tense. James realized they were vastly outnumbered and outmatched in terms of technology. Just as the situation seemed about to escalate, a loud explosion echoed through the village. The main contingent of the American army had arrived, drawn by the light and the noise. What followed was chaos. The aliens, sensing the arrival of more humans, retreated to their craft, which closed swiftly and ascended into the night sky, disappearing within seconds, leaving behind a village shrouded in darkness once more. In the aftermath, James and his unit were sworn to secrecy, told to report they had encountered nothing but an abandoned village. But the memory of that night lingered, a stark reminder of how little humanity knew about the universe and the beings that might dwell within it. James often wondered about the aliens. Were they explorers, conquerors, or lost travelers? The war eventually ended, but for those who witnessed the events of that night, a different kind of battle raged on, one of understanding and coming to terms with the knowledge that we are not alone in this vast cosmos.